are there any other like resources or specific suggestions that you have for them?
Yeah, I think I would, a couple of things. The first thing is maybe stop and ask the Lord, the way that you've set up and designed the universe and designed me and designed all of life to operate, there seems to be a rhythm of rest and then work,
Hmm.
evening and then morning.
Yeah.
Which of those two needs to most be redeemed in my life? Here would be some other ways I would put that.
Yeah.
I need to recognize there's a time to be idle and
Mm.
there's a time to be productive. There's a time to be poured into, there's a time to be poured out. There's a time to retreat, there's a time to advance. There's a time to play, there's a
Yeah.
time to have purpose.
Mm.
Which of those two equations need to be most redeemed in your life?
Yeah.
And then say, Holy Spirit, what is my simple next step that I need to take in all of that? So, Steve, the second
Good.
thing is I think we can put together a resource
Mm.
for guys and girls that would be interested, that has to do with even more practical suggestions around how to find rest for your souls as well as your life. Again, you know, I think back earlier in my life, I got better and better at seeking and trying to find external rest and
Mm.
trying to find breaks and vacations, but it wasn't addressing the internal
Yeah.
storms I still had going on. So it's
Gotcha.
really interesting how that can work when
Yeah.
lots of pastors these days are taking more vacation time than in the past, and yet they come back and find they are not rested at all within their
Yeah.
souls. So hopefully the resource we'll provide for them can help address a part of that.
Yeah. That's good. I know I was a worship leader for years, and honestly, for this one pastor that I worked for, I actually I knew that when he was on vacation,
Yeah,
I would hear from him more often
yeah.
about things he wanted to do, improvements he wanted to make, like all like I heard from him more when he was like,
Oh
and
dear.
like I started to see it and I was like, I need to put it on my calendar that when he's on vacation, I'm like I need to know that's when he's going to be hitting me with all the stuff that now we want to do. So
Oh,
how do we like find, yes, you can have a planning retreat. That is a specific thing. But if you're going on vacation, go on
go on
vacation like you're
vacation.
saying, because you can go there externally, but if internally you're not powering down,
Yeah,
you're not going to feel that rejuvenation. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
really good.
yeah.
That's
You
awesome.
will either rest or you will be made to be restful. So yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
you make the decision.
That's right. Yeah.